Title: Echoes of the Forgotten. In the remote outskirts of Black Hollow, shrouded in fog and fringed with crooked trees, stood the once grand Delacroix Manor. Its decrepit facade loomed over visiting thrill-seekers and urban explorers. Tales of its haunted history whispered among locals and echoed throughout the nearby towns. The charm of adventure beckoned a group of 5 friends: Max, Lisa, Greg, Sarah, and Jake, eager to investigate the stories that clung to the manor like cobwebs. Max, the group's unofficial leader, had always been drawn to the supernatural, armed with conspiracy theories and ghost-hunting gadgets. Lisa, his girlfriend, was skeptical yet intrigued, while Greg often played the role of the Joker, skeptical but always needing to impress. Sarah, with her affinity for the eerie and ethereal, was the one with the camera, and Jake, the most cautious of them, came along for support, albeit with a hint of dread gracing his features. One crisp autumn evening, the friends decided to spend the night in Delacroix Manor, enticed by stories of how others had fled screaming. Armed with flashlights and an assortment of snacks, laughter filled the air as they approached the looming silhouette of the house. Its windows gaped open like hungry mouths, and the wind whispered an unsettling welcome. As they crossed the threshold, the door creaked ominously behind them, and they exchanged nervous glances. The air was stale, heavy with disuse, and cloaked in an eerie stillness. Dust danced in their flashlight beams as they ventured deeper into the heart of the manor. In the foyer, a grand chandelier hung precariously from the ceiling, its crystals dulled by years of neglect. "Let's set up camp in the living room," Sarah suggested, her camera already capturing the desolation around them. They cleared off a threadbare couch, pushing away layers of dust and cobwebs, while the atmosphere thickened like an impending storm. They spent the first hours sharing ghost stories, laughing nervously at the clangs and creaks that punctuated their tales. Greg insisted on narrating the legend of the Lady in White, an apparition said to roam the halls searching for her lost love. The group listened eagerly, though Jake remained glued to the door, eyeing the shadows skirting the walls. As night fell and darkness wrapped around the manor, the group turned to their devices, testing them for supernatural presence. They were excited. The thrill of the unknown surged through them like an electric current. Max had a voice recorder he claimed could capture spirit communication, while Sarah filmed everything, her eyes glinting with excitement and dread. But as the witching hour approached, the atmosphere changed, the merriment fading like the last light of day. A crash resonated from the kitchen, drawing their attention. With hesitant hearts, they gathered their flashlights and ventured toward the sound. The kitchen was a tableau of chaos. Chairs upturned, dishes shattered, all apparently self-inflicted. Jake, who lingered further back, clutched his arms in fright. "This ain't right, guys. Let's just go. Go? And miss this." Max waved his recorder like a trophy, oblivious to Jake's growing unease. "The spirits are just getting started." After a collective sigh, they pressed on. With each passing hour, tension mounted. Shadows twisted unnaturally, corners seemed darker, and whispers flitted through the air like moths drawn to the light. They decided to explore the upstairs, where the realm of the supernatural felt tangible, begging for acknowledgement. As they ascended the staircase, the floorboards groaned beneath their weight. In the corridor, they discovered a series of doors, each one appearing more sinister than the last. They chose the first door on the left, revealing an opulent, albeit decayed, bedroom. Dusty silk drapes hung low, and an old vanity reflected their light in twisted forms. "Check this out," Sarah motioned toward the closet, her heart racing. "It's like the perfect place for a ghost to hide." Just as they stepped closer, the door slammed behind them with a thunderous crack. Their laughter turned to panic as they stumbled toward the door, only to find it locked tight. "Max!" Lisa shouted, her voice rising in pitch. "Do something!" He jiggled the handle, another crash reverberating through the manor, followed by a low, sorrowful wail. They froze, glancing at each other with wide eyes. The audible despair seemed to close in around them, the walls themselves whispering secrets they might never unveil. "Let me try," Jake said, stepping back. He took a quick breath, focused, and shoved against the door with all his weight. The handle rattled and finally gave way, the door creaking open to reveal the empty co.